welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in to another one of my videos. If you are new here, do hit the like and subscribe. I share my life on this channel. I vlog, I do story times, and I generally showcase what goes on in my day-to-day life. So on today's video, I want to talk about the time that I went to Hyatt Trinidad for it wasn't really breakfast, it was more a day. So if you don't know how Hyatt Trinidad actually works, you can actually pay to just go to the pool and sort of hang around all day. So this is what my friend and I did. We showed up for breakfast around, let's say, 9. If you've ever been to Hyatt, you know they have a really extensive breakfast. They have a breakfast bar, so to speak, where you just take whatever you want. Like there were lovely croissants, there were muffins. I enjoyed the fresh fruits. There was cantaloupe or honeydew melon. I think it's honeydew melon. I actually really love honeydew melon. I think that is my favorite fruit. Like I tend to eat bananas every day just because I don't like mess. Okay, if I'm gonna eat a fruit, I don't want it to end up all over me. Like bananas are very unassuming. They don't drip. You know, I don't know if they're very fragrant like mangoes and these other types of fruits, but yeah. So I really had like a lovely piece of honeydew melon. There was watermelon. There was freshly squeezed juice. There was a piece of honey. As in, if you wanted honey, it was like on a honeycomb type thing. Very difficult to describe. If I find video, I will put it in, like maybe in the description box, so I'll edit it in. But I really enjoyed the breakfast because it was very fresh. Like the croissants may have been fresh baked, and the muffins and the general pastries, but there was an egg bar, as you would imagine. I had a basic omelet. I had mushrooms, bell peppers, tomatoes, that kind of thing on my omelet. 2 eggs. My friend had his scrambled, and we, like, when you go into like where the breakfast area is, it's on kind of like, I don't want to say a patio, okay, using some real country words here, a patio, but it's a terrace rather, right? There's a terrace where you can sit inside as well, but we sat outside, and it is extending out to what we call the waterfront. So you know, you see the ships docking. There was a cruise in that weekend, and you know, I don't know how many of you have been to the waterfront, but you see the full expanse of the waterfront when you sit outside on the terrace for the breakfast. And I had hot chocolates, okay? My friend is more of a coffee person. I don't really think they have the designer coffees there, like the lattes and the whatever else. She didn't have a latte. She had a black coffee. Could just have been what she wanted. You know, going on vacation, you know, you're in your swimsuit, you don't really want to, you don't want to, it's not the time to put on a load of weight by consuming all of these fancy drinks or whatever. I didn't have a latte. I had I had hot chocolate. Okay. All right. Um, so we did book a room for the day. Sorry, I should add that. I do not know if you can literally come up to Hyatt and say I'm just here for brunch and pool. I don't know about that. We booked 1 day and 1 night. Well, 2 days and 1 night, right? Basically. So we very basic room, right? We didn't go for anything fancy. In fact, we were sharing a bed, okay? 2 days and 1 night, and that allowed us to use the pool. So I'm not sure if you know where the pool is in Hyatt, but it is not on the first floor. You have to go upstairs to get to the pool, and there is an indescribable view of the sea. Like I cannot explain to you what you see. I'm not sure if that's what you call an infinity pool, but you look straight out onto the sea, and you really feel like you're part of it. So we were just hanging around all day, really. We we went we took a little walk to have our lunch because it's a little bit expensive, but the breakfast came with the room, so it was okay. But I just can't get over the pool, really. Like you can't see the pool from the road area. I would imagine you can see it from the boats, but from the sea angle, but you can't see it from the road. You can't see it from the streets, and you can't really see it from the hotel either. So I took my little pictures, and while we went shopping, we made it a thing. We went shopping for swimsuits, and we did a beautiful photo shoot, and we got not martini. Well, I had a martini. She had, I think, a daiquiri, but they bring you drinks by the pool as well, and it was just a really great time. Yeah, 10 on 10 would recommend. The room was not bad either. It was incredibly modern. I don't know how else to describe it. I'm one of those people who rates places by their bathroom. Like there was a typical glass door kind of bathroom, shower situation, and I believe the mirror may have been lit as well. Great for doing your makeup. And yeah, that's about it. If I do find the pictures of my photo shoot, I will include it. Okay, that was on my old phone. I had, I think it was a 15 up to recently, and I had to actually fighting with iPhone storage space or whatever. I may have had to delete those, but it may be in my email, so I will definitely include those pictures if I find it. But I think, as I said, we went for, well, basically one full day. We just wanted to experience the brunch and the pool area, and it was definitely worth the money. So if you are traveling to Trinidad and you want to have an indescribable pool experience, I would definitely recommend the Hyatts. Like if you want to look out on some beautiful ships and the sea while you're in the pool, definitely check out the Hyatts. All right, so that will be it for this story time. Do feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.